grand finals and who is going to be eliminated.
Serpent wards. I'm going to get back to that. Okay. Do you really want to take the normal serpent wards when you're up against an Axe who's going to be building face boots, against an Ember who can always get away, against the Tusk? He's got to be careful. He's dropping low. The Sprout is there healing him up a little bit, but that's too many stacks of Napalm. And Ari, this drone. Yeah, watch out for Pure. Pure likes to get active early on across the map. He's going to dodge a possible death, but there's the call coming out from Saberlight. And Pure is back in the lane. TP and teleportation. A TP scroll and a teleportation gets him that kill onto Ari. And the urn is not really good. And it's a kill going the way of Pure.
Yeah, BETBOOM off to a really good start, but mid lane, Nisha.
This is huge.
Yeah, he's level 6.
They've got the Ember. He's not level 6. He's got the Flame Guard that might help him a wee bit. But here comes Boxy with the snowball looking to turns towards save. Nisha helping out with the chains. The Shaman most certainly is going to die. He's the one that rotated mid. And now they can look towards GPK. But there comes Kadami with the Brain Sap, ensuring that GPK gets a kill. At the end of it all, it's a support for a support.
Something like a Mantis style and a Butterfly, or a Mantis style and a Mjolnir with the Aghanim Scepter. We see variations of the build come out quite often. But up top, level 6.
Oh, they're just diving. Pure 4 stacks of Napalm, and even the Battle Hunger was helping out. But look, they save a light. He's overstepped his bounds, and he's going to get punished. Ari will get the kill on a Pure. This did require BETBOOM, same kind of space up top, trying to contest this top lane and kick Pure out of his lane. But it feels like BETBOOM want to bring in reinforcements. The Sprout is there. He's got a Quelling Bait to get out for now. Boxy, who does he want to go on?
Oh my god!
Sonic Wave dodge! Boxy single-handedly might just turn around the fight, but the shackles are there, and Saberlight will eventually go down. There comes Ari with the lasso. That's enough for a return kill, and Ari gets himself a killing spree. But can he look for more, though? For now, though, he's flying at the edges of the map, and he's going to TP home to safety. So that's a position 3 Axe.
That's going to be the key factor. That's going to define Liquid's mid-game. If they get that blink up early on this Batrider, then a lot of your plans on the side of BETBOOM are going to go in for a toss. As up top, there's another Nightmare out onto Saberlight.
Yeah, the same want to go in, though. They're committing. The shackles are there. They've held Saberlight in place. I don't think they have quite enough damage, but here comes Nisha looking for an easy free kill on the Shaman. It's actually Saberlight who gets it with the dunk. More armor for him. Happy days for the Axe. And here comes the Cavalry. Boxy and Ari setting up for another kill on a Saberlight.
Blocked off his escape path, so Kataomi ends up falling. A bit unfortunate, but I think he was dead anyway, so it's like, okay, no harm, no foul. But okay.
BETBOOM still want to fight though. This time it's GPK rotating top. The snowball from Boxy doesn't quite save Saberlight, and that could just be the reason why he dies. Pure gets credit for the kill, and now they turn towards Boxy, who went is just bad news. Yeah. It is bad news for enemies, allies, and other neutral creeps. Don't be near a Croaker. But Ari, oh well, Pure, he's in a worse spot. He's gonna get called, and this is another straight dunk for Saberlight. And a tower for Liquid.
I think he put at least like 3 points in the call before that happens, but
Ari very out of position, and I don't think they need a Fiend's Grip for this, or I don't know. Boxy's there with the save, but it's only temporary. It's Pure at the right place at the right time, gets the kill with a Maelstrom proc, and GPK blinks in. They find Boxy as well. This is another huge kill for Pure as he took away the killing spree streak on Ari and follows it up with a kill on a Boxy. They
like to hit together, they like to get objectives, but when you're behind on the map like this, grouping up is only going to cost you more and more farm.
Oh yeah. BETBOOM are definitely farming the map more efficiently, and not just farm. They found Boxy in the mid lane as well. Kataomi waiting for others to TP away, but Ari has the lasso on Pure. The call is there. Nisha might just get the skill. Let's Pure dead. Saberlight gets credit for that one and dunks another. It's a double kill for Saberlight, and now they turn towards Kataomi. Oh, BETBOOM, they were trying to be cheeky, but here comes Miero with the Sonic Wave, gets Boxy, but honestly, at what cost? As more and more cores die, but Miero single-handedly turning it around will kill both Saberlight and Nisha. That's 2 cores dead. Miero finds himself a triple kill by virtue of persistence, and just by virtue of one small adjustment, Liquid might be taken completely by surprise. For now though, GPK and Pure dictating this mid game as they're looking for objectives. They commit the mass up in wards. Ari though wants to reveal his blink. He's got Katami with a lasso, but he's got the essence ring and a brain sap. Unfortunately though, it's not enough as Liquid bring the numbers. They get a kill and they're chasing for more. Saberlight hexed up, was blocked by the Sprout, but Nisha's got a remnant. They'll get straight on top of the Shaman, and there's
Oh,
no
no.
saving save. As he's surrounded, he's dead, and he gets a double kill.
Yeah, but you've got the Blink Dagger on GPK, and it's about to be Tormentor timing very, very soon. So, in fact, this little gank by Liquid, even though it gets them so much net worth, it might just work out in BETBOOM's favor.
Miro just baiting them in, has the Sonic Wave. He's got to be careful. The call comes through. He's done a fair amount of damage, and I feel like Liquid's going to run. Miro's got an essence. They get Pure with the Wrath of Nature, gets himself a double kill. They've sprouted up Miro. They're healing him up, and Pure from nowhere on the map makes an impact.
Man, I maybe and finish up that Solar Crest, but instead just goes the way of BETBOOM, and now
mid lane, Liquid. Harry, he's been the one making the plays. It's like he was meant to be on this team. And he's setting up for a very crucial kill as Pure ends up dying in the mid lane. 45.
They can have all the damage they need. Before that, though, Roshan going to be quickly snatched up here by BETBOOM, and that's the power of the Master Serpent Wards.
Liquid will be contesting this, though. They've got 3 heroes smoked. Let's look at Saberlight and let's see what kind of a jump he can find. But no, save there with the Hex. They've disabled Saberlight's blink. Mickey wants to engage with the support and Miro. Miro getting knocked back with the Flame Grape. He's alive and healthy. The chains are decent. Fine. Both goes with them, but Kataumi in no man's land will end up dying. Nisha getting credit for that kill. Pure has the Aegis, wants to run, and there's his freshly delivered BKB. But Ari with the lasso catches Pure mid BKB. Miro wants to turn it around with the Sonic Wave. That's enough to kill Ari, but unfortunately Pure, he's lost his Aegis. Save is dropping low as well, and he'll fall. A double kill for Mickey's. Now they want Pure. They've got the chains. They've controlled the Nature's Prophet. This Aegis has gone to waste for BETBOOM as Mickey shows up with his card.
As a result of
BETBOOM, they've committed a smoke and they're just walking down mid. GPK gets the jump, but do they really have the damage to bring down the Medusa? Mickey turns, and this aggressive snowball takes Liquid out of position. But look at this, Miro's blinked in as well. The Sonic Wave is decent. He'll keep Mickey and Boxy occupied, and Boxy ends up dying. Pure with the right TP at the right time. Save dropping low will fall to the Firefly from Ari, and Pure is running away from this fight as GPK commits his BKB and goes back in. Battle Hunger and Call, he's held in place. The Sprout is not going to provide enough healing. Boxy comes in with the snowball. A Walrus Punch is available. He'll punch the dragon, and the dragon will be slain as it's Mickey who's wicked sick on this Medusa as both Miro and GPK die.
A very simple form of Dota where, okay, you get a new item, it's big, go smoke, go do something. That, I don't think it's going to work against Liquid.
I also feel like showing like this far ahead in the lane is kind of precarious. They could get caught, and it looks like Ari's looking for a search. He's found Pure. Oh, that's Pure with his MKB getting lassoed, but is anyone doing damage? Pure turns, wants to bring down Ari. Saved, holding on to his shackle for dear life. But look at this. Piero goes in with the Sonic Wave, cleans up on the Batrider, and Kataumi dies as well. The Fiend's Grip was committed. Both supports buyback. They've found both Saberlight as well as Ari. Can BETBOOM find more? GPK with an amplified damage root sticks on top of Boxy, kills him, and shows him that, boy, 5 position play is not easy. Nisha gets caught as well. Save, getting huge dividends with his buybacks. He's there at the right place at the right time to ensure that BETBOOM can walk into the Rosh Pit, and Liquid, they'll have to concede this one.
Yeah, 2 buybacks committed there from the side of BETBOOM, but it's great. But what
with the Dispel, it's like, no.
It's good. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good. It's just too expensive. And I think there are cheaper options that are gonna...
Like the Ags. Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. Pure.
Mid lane, Lasso. Pure's gonna be okay. He gets 4-staffed out of there, but he's got no friends. He loses the Aegis. Save with the shackles, holds on to Nisha, but here comes Boxy to interrupt that. It's a decent Sonic Wave, does manage to clip 2, but GPK and the others want no part of this fight. Miero's got his Axe, and that's doing work, but Mickey, he's cleaned up on the Shaman. The Shaman dead for 71 seconds without buyback. Can Liquid find more? Boxy certainly does want more, goes in on the GPK, but gets punished. BETBOOM on the high ground will punish the Tusk for blinking in, and look at this. Miero with his Axe is slowly poking at them. He's blinking forward, has his PKB and his Blade Mail, and that's going to allow GPK to come in. They want to bring down this Medusa. Pure's down enough to bring down Saberlight, and he falls as well, and they've got Medusa. His godlike streak taken away from him as Liquid were drawn into a fight that they did not want to take. I think Save's coming to... And Save's doing his bit, like I haven't seen Kataumi's Fiend's Grip, but I've seen a Shaman sit with the shackles and hold Nisha as long as he could. It is so sacrificial. It is the archetype of what Shadow Shaman is, but he's been putting in his work.
Yeah, okay.
Boxy looking for a pick off onto Miero. Miero's blink is off cooldown, but there's Saberlight with the call. Pure comes in. They commit the lasso as well. They want this Queen of Pain. They'll get him. Killing spree taken away, but Pure, he's got a satanic this time around. He won't be too bothered. GPK coming in for assistance, but BETBOOM, they have no control on anyone. And Pure, he's committed his BKB and he's TP'd out. He's left GPK by himself, but the Wrath of Nature snipes Ari. And remember, Pure has no teleportation cooldown. He can come back to this fight. Kataumi doesn't get too much done, dies to a snowball, but Pure's there to take revenge, gets the trade on Boxy. It's two supports lying on the side of Liquid, but BETBOOM, they did lose Miero, and it did cost Liquid the lasso.
Yes, more aggressive, and you kind of want to go for that when you're trying to be the hero, you know, when you're trying to kill people with that blade mail.
Yeah, I mean, sure, like one call on Pure can really change the fight. Let's see. Yeah, they're looking to jump. It's actually BETBOOM that initiate, but there is a lot of support behind. Mickey saves gone in with the Mars Serpent Wards. He's found Saberlight. He's not going to get the call. That for 80 seconds without buyback. Here comes Disha, hot and angry, wants the Shaman, but the Shaman with the foul play will stay alive for now. Eventually, adding dots damage to bring down save. Kataumi trying his hardest to control Mickey, but they just don't have the damage. Now they do with Pure and GPK committed, but Boxy with the snowball save ensures that Mickey survives a little while longer, but Mickey is out of mana. Mickey is out of friends. Mickey is there and he's watching this from his fountain as Disha gets stunned. Pure gets a double kill. It's BETBOOM coming back in this late game and single-handedly shutting down Liquid and any aspirations of them winning this game.
Yeah, and that's...
They're just going to give up their racks. They're going to play for the super late game. Ari goes in with the lasso. Miero seems to be alive and healthy for now. GPK commits onto the axe, and there's Miero with the Sonic Wave. That Saberlight dead for 77 seconds without buyback, without committing a call even. Pure beyond godlike. The tier 4s being sieged. One last stand, one last hurrah for Liquid. What can they do? Boxy goes in. They want to kill the stage's prophet. They're focusing Pure, but he's got a 4-staff. He's going to be okay. Kataumi, he's dropping low, but gets a brain stab, stays alive, but eventually falls. Mickey gets credit for the kill. There's still GPK though, hitting the Ancient, and all.
Liquid for the last pick actually go back to the pack.
And with Boxy eventually connecting
game. If they had any other carry, someone like Pure or Nightfall or, you know, maybe even Yatoro, it wouldn't be the case. But, yeah, Ari is in some trouble. And he's gonna die here, but a return kill's gonna go the way of Mickey. Nice vacuum back by Miero. Mickey has to be careful. Does have the 9 wand charges, so we'll be fine.
That lane around. This lane is actually very important, right? And yeah, BETBOOM, they're here with a mission. They're going to rebound on and Mickey, pull him back with the vacuum, but the dispose isn't there. They'll switch targets. So Save's dropping low. He's got a fairy fire, has a nice dispose, but he can't keep committing. Miero wants to though. They'll commit blood grenades. The refraction's there. Mickey lives to farm another creep wave, and that Save watching from the base. Ari dropping really low. The foul play does come into action, but Miero can't pursue. In fact, there's a chicken fingers that nearly turns it around. But up top, it's Boxy setting up for a kill on the Kataumi.
Get a lot of healing in this lane because you get lifesteal off of hitting friendly creeps as well. And you can start attacking friendly creeps when they're at 75% health, courtesy of the lifestealer innate, which is Feast. But Pure
he's got no friends, and Saberlight really pounding on him as if he was a creep. As Kataumi leave. A bad start, right? Like, I mean, Miero just goes to the jungle. I don't think him and Save are going to keep trying to bring down Mickey. I feel like Miero will just farm as long as he can and then eventually get his Vanguard and just AFK hit creeps.
He already has a Vanguard, but up top, this is one very... Well, okay, it's one very dead lifestealer for the time being. I was going to say I had a weird criticism there for Pure, but I'm going to hold on to that because it seems like BETBOOM might actually get a lot of work down the Fatal Bonds. Going to work as GPK comes in, and that's the power of the Warlock I was talking about earlier in this game. Remnants drop left and right. Ari, well, he's going to be taken down here. One of those refractions or get a jump on the T. I feel like that is what you're really looking for against this hero.
I mean, double Iron Shells do breakthrough, but it's easier said than done. I think it'll happen in fights. And speaking of fights, Save, not by the Iron Shell hero that's meant to buff him up, instead ends up dying in the river, and Boxy with some fancy footwork escapes for a while, but the Shadow Word was upon him and he does eventually fall. Pure is for some reason in the mid lane, enticed by the possibility of getting kills with the Fatal Bonds. He's walked into a tier 2 nearly.
Safe, gonna be fine here. As BETBOOM look to smoke up and try and shut down Mickey, and they need to do this. They need to make sure that the TA feels the pressure.
They have the golem. They see Mickey. Mickey is most certainly dead. I don't think Boxy or anyone can save him. The hate and the vindictiveness is crystal clear as BETBOOM commit everything they can to kill Mickey.
Nisha's had a very good game so far on the Pango, sitting at 1-0-1. He also won out the late in terms of CS, and if there is an X factor for the side of Liquid, it is going to be the Pangolier, the great equalizer, the negator of what BETBOOM can do in these team fights with the Fatal Bond, because this man can turn into a ball and roll around. And, well, that is going to be a hate crime committed against the Ancient Creep as Saberlight comes in with the Dawnbreaker on, making sure that they get the kill. But now, there's 4 heroes here on the side of BETBOOM. Kataomi doesn't have the bonds just yet, and GPK is trying to run around as they will get a return kill. In fact, they're also going to find Mickey. Miro getting himself a double kill here. Boxy in some trouble, he needs to change. There's the Fatal Bonds coming through, and the tendrils of the deep. Even the neutral crease going to be a part of PGL Wallachia. And that kill off this Warlock, they perhaps deal with the Marcy or deal with the Ember. Just, if you can start the fight by taking out Warlock, oh
my god, this is terrible. Saberlight is most certainly dead. They're running him down. Save was surged up. He'll get the dispose as easy as pie. And Nero is unstoppable. This is getting out of hand. Like, I can see this game.
But that's
got a shield rune also.
The rest of the BETBOOM members are still
wrapping around. They are. They might find Ari. Heck, they find the bigger prize. It's Mickey. They commit the golem and saves them with the follow-up. The Unleash back off cooldown. The Solar Guardian. Is it going to be enough? I mean, Saberlight's throwing his body, but Miero's got the damage. That's Mickey dead, and now Saberlight on the run. He came to save a friend, and he's the one who needs saving as they managed to cancel his TP. They've held on to save Ari as well as he tries to reconnect with his team members. But he's going to be brought down rather easily. GPK with a mega kill streak. And the damage is just a bit too much. Even the Solar Guardian. The game is hard. My co-caster is hard. And it's hardest for Saberlight. Man has a Vlad's 18 minutes in. Isn't really doing too much. Doesn't have too much purpose. And he's going to try and find something to accomplish in these fights. And all he's going to do is allow Nisha to commit the rolling thunder and get away. Okay, sure. They find a Warlock. That's about it. They kill a Warlock. What else? Can Mickey get away? Nope. Miro wants to search and pursue. He's got friends by his side. And the rebound. Perfect. They're right on top of Mickey. The Solar Guardian's there. But BETBOOM laugh at it. Saberlight, a laughing joke for the community, a laughing joke for BETBOOM. TP's away from the fight, does a nightfall. A little bit of this crest.
Double Shadow Word coming up. Actually.
Double Solar Crest. I just saw one on Kataomi. I didn't spot the other. Save, getting frisky, wanting to practice his judo skills. Has to be careful because Nisha's running him down with the Rolling Thunder. It seems like Liquid want to fight. Saves there with the shackles. It's enough to take away the Aegis. And here comes Saberlight with the Solar Guardian. But BETBOOM, they seem to have disengaged. And Liquid, all they do is force the Aegis. Remember?
Nisha.
The golem's still available. And Nisha, oh my god, he didn't get the memo. He jumped back to the low ground. What was that? That shield crash to the low ground was his undoing as he's dead for 50 seconds without buyback. Saberlight dies as well. Liquid, with all the North American synergy of Donald Trump and Elon Musk, have absolutely bumped up this fight. They are nearly done.
I really don't see, like, if I were to find someone to blame, who would it be? Well,
blame yourself. Always. Look within.
Okay, well, that's,
yeah, they've never managed to punch together. It feels like this lineup has never really come together. Saberlight, he's been really muted in this entire game. Shows himself with the Celestial Hammer. And Boxy, doing what any decent touch would do or should do. But sometimes, even that's not enough. Saberlight's going to buy back. Okay, here comes the Solar Guardian. But look at that. With the pick-me-up facet, Save is going to ensure that GPK is in no real threat. And now BETBOOM want to turn. The wall committed. Felt like Nero was silenced there. I could be wrong, but back to protection is up. But is there anything that BETBOOM are really afraid of? Pure just walking ahead. The vacuum's perfect. The rebounds there. It's picture perfect. Team fight pawn coming out from BETBOOM as they will crush Liquid's chances in this tournament and eliminate them. It's BETBOOM versus Gaming in our best of 5 grand finale, folks.